now sign Bill 24-37 into Public Law 37-3.
A crowd cheering inside the government house in Agana Heights. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero signing the 22% pay increase for GovGuam employees. The governor met with support from government workers, department heads, and a handful of senators who voted in favor of the bill.
As governor, this is the most satisfying day for me, signing this general pay plan.
It's a pay adjustment that she says hasn't been done in about a decade.
How unfair is that to you who work very hard?
The governor backing up what she says is the right thing to do, adding GovGuam can now afford it.
This 22%, some legislators were saying is too much. Well, if you break it down, it's only about 2.4% a year. That doesn't even make for cost of inflation.
Its adjustments, she says, will be done every 3 years, and she signals a future run for her LT.
I'll tell you, I'm not running for election again. I'm done after this 4 years. Well, I'll help Josh out.
Meanwhile, the governor also called out Senator Chris Barnett, who voted for the bill, citing an amendment that would have excluded unclassified employees from getting pay raises, with an exception to a certain few.
It's an equal employment opportunity violation. It's against your 14th Amendment. And Senator Barnett knows this. It's not anything public, because I called him and told him that.
Senator Barnett telling KUAM he had a different conversation with the Makahaga.
I don't believe it's discriminatory, and I shared that with the governor over the weekend. Senator Will Parkinson had raised that point during the special session, but our legal counsel had ruled that there aren't any protections for unclassified employees because, again, they're not part of the merit system and they don't compete for these jobs. And I think if she maybe asked someone outside the circle, she might find that I don't think she has the authority to strike this section out. I think the severability clause is more for when people take these things to court, and the court rules that an item in a law is unconstitutional, and then they can sever it out. So we'll see what happens.
Barnett adding Adelup forgot to send him the invite for the signing. Still, the governor says come April 1st.
We are going to effectuate the severability portion of this bill, and we are going to pay all unclassified and all classified people.
Leon Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio did defend the senators who voted in favor of Bill 24, applauding Vice Speaker Tina Munoz-Barnes, Jocelyn Augustine, Roy Kanata, Amanda Shelton, and Will Parkinson, all who stood beside them at the signing.
For all the naysayers out there, especially those shameful senators that voted against this bill, and I'll say it's shameful, some of them voted for pay raises when the government was in a deficit.
Whatever happens next, it's an outcome that offers a sense of relief for unclassified employees like Stephanie Lorenzo.
Knowing that both classified and unclassified workers are able to avail themselves of this increase is such a livelihood increase. Like, we're able to kind of have that sense of security and be able to pour more back into the work that we do every day.